Okay, the last section on the service agreement are our disclosures. I will just briefly summarize these. You will have the opportunity to look over these before you sign them with your counselor at your in-person appointment. So just a reminder, Part A says, UCHC, we are not on this property long term. We're not landlords or investors or anything like that. Our interest is helping you become the owner of your home. We will, make our best effort to help you purchase the home, but we cannot guarantee that we will be able to purchase it. Part C talks about liens. So the only role of UCHC is to facilitate this purchase of your home. We are not responsible if there are title issues on your home. We're not responsible if there's an IRS lien or any debts such as water bills or any other debts that are on the home. Program completion. So the program is actually complete when you pay the full purchase price and then UCAC issues the deed to you. We will prepare the necessary paperwork for you, such as the deed, the PTA, and PRE, and those documents we'll talk a little bit more about in our homeownership class, just so that you understand what those are. If there are two purchasers must either select, as we talked about in the last video, the joint owners with rights of survivorship. So once again, that is if one person dies, the other gets full interest, or you may select owners in common, which means that there's equal interest, and if one person dies, their heirs get the interest in the property. Even in the event of a dispute, we will deed the home to the occupant of the home. So if for some reason, there's a dispute about ownership and one person lives there and the other don't, we work with the person that is living in the home. Part F is about cancellations. So changes or cancellations to this agreement must be done in writing before the program deadline, which is July 1st. Once the list of Make It Home properties have been submitted to the City of Detroit, we cannot make any changes at all. For 1099s, we reserve the right to include purchasers' information on the 1099 if they default on the loan. For termination, we reserve the right to terminate the agreement if the purchaser significantly violates this agreement. Grounds for termination could include a number of things, such as false claims to live in the property, if you move out without notifying us, if you do not make regular payments, if you give false information, if you rent out the property, if you attempt to sell the property before the program is complete, if you attempt to evict another occupant for those who live in two-family flats. Upon termination, we may bring an eviction action, retain any funds paid toward the purchase, and sell the property to a new occupant. Utilities. Purchasers are responsible for their utilities at their property. We are not responsible. For multifamily homes, we may not assist of the purchase of a multifamily home in a multifamily home where there is more than one set of occupants. Other occupants have to complete that multi-unit co-occupant affidavit, which must be notarized. There must be no conflict of interest, and we use our own discretion in these cases. This purchase is as is. So you know the condition of the home because you're currently living in it. You're requesting that we purchase the home as is for you with full knowledge of those conditions. We cannot, once again, guarantee you any assistance with home repairs. You must notify UCHC if there is a repair or utility issue that limits your ability to safely occupy that home. Section L is our hold harmless statement. So neither UCHC or the City of Detroit are responsible or liable for any damage to the property or any damages caused by the property at any point, including but not limited to any structures on the property, trees, items on the property, or etc. Purchasers agree to hold harmless UCHC and the City of Detroit in the event of an accident or damage caused to or by the property. Purchasers will be responsible for any damage. Section M, owner occupant. Purchasers are required to maintain ownership and occupancy for a minimum of 1 year after the deed is issued to the purchaser. Purchasers may not sell the home within 1 year of obtaining the deed. If this agreement is violated, UCHC will collect all profits made on the sale. And then the last statement, property tax compliance. So purchasers are required to keep current with all future property taxes to the City of Detroit and avoid tax delinquencies with the Wayne County Treasurer by either paying in full or applying for the HOPE tax exemption annually if the household is low income. And once again, in our homeownership class, that's something that we will let you know about if you could apply for that HOPE application. If 2022 summer and or winter taxes are not covered by the city of Detroit, we may include them in the purchase price, and purchasers will be responsible. So when you come into the office, you will sign this with a counselor, and that is the end of the service agreement.